He was and is alive, on the throne, and worthy of endless worship. God calmed the fears of Isaiah, not by removing the problem, but by revealing his divine power and presence. Think of it this way. Suppose your dad is the world's foremost orthopedic surgeon. People travel from distant countries for him to treat them. Regularly, he exchanges damaged joints for healthy ones. With the same confidence that a mechanic changes spark plugs, your dad removes and replaces hips, knees, and shoulders. At 10 years of age, you are a bit young to comprehend the accomplishments of a renowned surgeon. But you're not too young to stumble down the stairs and twist your ankle. You roll and writhe on the floor and scream for help. You are weeks away from your first school dance. This is no time for crutches, no time for limping. You need a healthy ankle. Yours is anything but. Into the room walks your dad, still wearing his surgical scrubs. He removes your shoe, peels back your sock, and examines the injury. You groan at the sight of the tennis ball-sized bump. Adolescent anxiety kicks in. Dad, I'll never walk again. Yes, you will. No one can help me. I can. No one knows what to do. I do. No, you don't. Your dad lifts his head and asks you a question. Do you know what I do for a living? Actually, you don't. You know he goes to the hospital every day. You know that people call him doctor. Your mom thinks he is smart, but you don't really know what your father does. So, he says, as he places a bag of ice on your ankle, it's time for you to learn. The next day, he is waiting for you in the school parking lot after classes. Hop in. I want you to see what I do, he says. He drives you to his hospital office and shows you the constellation of diplomas on his wall. Adjacent to them is a collection of awards that include words like distinguished and honorable. He hands you a manual of orthopedic surgery that bears his name. You wrote this? I did. His cell phone rings. After the call, he announces, we're off to surgery. You scrub up and follow him into the operating room on your crutches. During the next few minutes, you have a ringside seat for a procedure in which he reconstructs an ankle. He is the commandant of the operating room. He never hesitates or seeks advice. He just does it. One of the nurses whispers, your dad is the best. As the two of you ride home that evening, you look at your father. You see him in a different light. If he can conduct orthopedic surgery, he can likely treat a swollen ankle. So you ask, you think I'll be okay for the dance? Yes, you'll be fine. This time, you believe him. Your anxiety decreases as your understanding of your father increases. Here's what I think. Our biggest fears are sprained ankles to God. Here is what else I think. A lot of people live with unnecessary anxiety over temporary limps. The next time you fear the future, rejoice in the Lord's sovereignty. Rejoice in what he has accomplished. Rejoice that he is able to do what you cannot do. Fill your mind with thoughts of God. He is the Creator who is blessed forever. Romans 1:25. He is the same yesterday, today, and forever. Hebrews 13:8. His years will never end. Psalms 102:27. He is King, Supreme Ruler, Absolute Monarch, and Overlord of all history. An arch of his eyebrow and 1,000,000 angels will pivot and salute. Every throne is a footstool to his. Every crown is papier-mâché next to his. He consults no advisors. He needs no Congress. He reports to no one. He is in charge. Sovereignty gives the saint the inside track to peace. Others see the problems of the world and wring their hands. We see the problems of the world and bend our knees.